What's up, YouTube? This is GroudonEmpire, and today I am recording another episode of Route Global 1000. However, I do want to say one thing before I record this episode. First thing is this: I don't know the number of this episode because I actually have a ton of other games that I have to post-commentate first, and then I'm going to be doing this. However, I felt like recording this live. High confidence, really felt like I can perform well while recording. And another thing is, depending on what happens, I might just want to submit this for Lumio Station. So, yeah, I'm excited for this. Well, I'll just click the challenge button and explain the team as time goes by. So, we are currently at a rating of 1855. So, for all of you guys wondering from my channel, well, how come, what happened? Why aren't you not doing live stuff anymore? Well, the reason I wasn't doing live stuff anymore is because I dropped from 1865. Anyways, our opponent is at 1908. I don't know if I'm going to do this on my channel or for Lumio Station because I'm at 1855. My opponent is at 1908. Let's get right into this intense game. First thing I'm going to do is write down my opponent's team. They have a Porygon 2. I do all of this so much slower when I'm actually recording. When I'm not recording, all of this goes a lot faster. Even if it's 20 seconds, we only have 120 to actually pick our Pokemon, so that every second counts. It counts a lot. They have a Dragonite. Dragonite is OG Dragon, man. The OG Dragon. You do not mess with the original Dragon. And even though there are some people out there that love to sack off their 2 Dragonairs, I don't know why. I wonder who that is. Anyway, so I wrote my opponent's team down, and let's analyze it. I do have a Stealth Rock lead Garchomp, and when I see a Dragonite and I see a Breloom, oh hell yeah, I want to bring my Garchomp as a lead. I also see that Blaziken can put in work versus the Mawile, the Gengar, and the Breloom, and the Porygon 2. So that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely wonderful. I love it a lot. I really, really do. However, Cresselia is not a Pokemon that... I feel like I am going to bring Kangaskhan as well as Blaziken for this game because Kangaskhan can take down the Cresselia with Shadow Ball, and Kangaskhan can also take down Porygon 2 1v1. I can Ice Beam it and then Seismic Toss it. And then Mawile, Flamethrower, Breloom, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam. And after Rocks, I can Ice Beam the Dragonite easy. And yeah, so Kangaskhan is coming. Why am I still bringing Blaziken? Well, you never know when you might want to have both with you. And I am using a special Kangaskhan for you guys that are not watching this from my channel. I am using a special Kangaskhan because this format is loaded with counters. And if you really actually try to use Kangaskhan yourself, you are going to feel like releasing your Kangaskhan or throwing your system, or a mixture of both. Or even more, you might do something violent to yourself. The point is, just using Kangaskhan because it's a really good Pokemon is not enough to win at a high level, to play at a high level. You can't just use a Pokemon that's really good and expect good things to come from it. First turn, I'm going to use Stealth Rock as my opponent has the Porygon 2. Seriously, yeah. You can't expect... Yeah, so the Porygon 2 does set up the Trick Room. So that is something I have to keep in mind. I have to absolutely keep that in mind at all times, because this Porygon 2 needs to die ASAP. I need the Porygon 2 to get out of here. Okay, so I get frozen from the Tri-Attack. And we thought out, so... Screw you, Hacks! Hacks ain't gonna beat us today. Not at all. Nope, no Hacks. No Hacks for you. However, he did get a special attack boost. I have 4 HP on my Garchomp. I think, perhaps 4 special defense would be a lot better because it's like the second or third time I got Trace and my opponent is downloaded. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because I have high base special defense anyway. So never mind. Never mind that at all. I'm just going to have to sack this guy off. I'm just going to use Outrage. My opponent better not go into Mawile being like, alright, so my opponent... What? Why did my opponent go for a Shadow? What? Well, if I didn't die, my opponent could have had a free switch into Mawile. That would not be a good time. Not using Blaziken, even though 2 turns of Trick Room are gone. I mean, I just can't. So I am going to go into the Kangaskhan, and I am just going to go. Should I go for the Seismic Toss? Should I go for the Ice Beam? Should I go for the Flamethrower? There's a voice inside of me, and it tells me I should go for a Flamethrower, because Mawile might want to come in and start doing some crazy stuff. And also at this range, Seismic Toss does not one-hit KO the Porygon 2. And while Ice Beam hacks is better than Flamethrower hacks, look, listen, I'm not going for hacks when I can Flamethrower and potentially net a Mawile switch in. So let's go, Flamethrower. Let's go, Flamethrower. My opponent does not switch out. Alright, so that's mildly disconcerting. Thunder Wave? No, why would he use Thunder Wave? There's no way. Oh, he has a Tri-Attack boost though, so I can see that. Got a crit! What? That's not fair. Okay, alright, well, listen. Crits are not fair. My opponent got burned. If only a special attack would drop. Huh, if only. If Trick Room was gone now, I would be in a fantastic position. And you know what? If I used Ice Beam, that Porygon 2 would be hacked. That Porygon 2 would have been frozen right now, and I would have been in fantastic shape. Regardless, I am going to go for a Seismic Toss. My opponent does go for the Tri-Attack. At least a good thing with the burn is that now I know that next turn for sure, not a single doubt in my mind, a Flare Blitz wrecks this thing. So I'm in good shape in terms of that. And I think even at -1, oh, never mind. I am not Mega. I am not Mega. Because I already Mega'd the Kangaskhan. I Mega'd the Kangaskhan, so I do think I am in a whole buttload of trouble. If the Cresselia comes, I am doomed. I am doomed. And people thought only, what's that Pokemon? Only Jirachi can use Doom Desire. Nope. I'm telling you right now, this Pokemon called Porygon 2 just used Doom Desire. Because even a Cresselia's gonna come. What is this? Is this a Mawile? Yeah, I lost. I can't win this. There's no way. Unless, now my opponent's gonna go for the Earthquake, and I'm gonna end up losing. So, yeah, that's very disconcerting. I am just gonna go for the high jump kick. Actually, yeah, it might be a banded Dragonite. So really, high jump kick was my best move, and right from the get-go, I lose the game. So that's nice to know. First game I decide to record live, I end up losing. Well, this is not going up on Lumio Station. I can tell you that much for sure. I mean, if it was a loss, I would definitely still put it for Lumio Station. I would tell them, hey, look, this is a competitive battle spot game. It's awesome. But it was 2-0. If it was closer, definitely. If it was a closer loss, like one of my older losses that I uploaded, I would definitely put that on Lumios. Anyways, I am going to press no to saving this. From that last game, what I learned is that Trick Room does wreck me, but not everyone runs Trick Room. I understand Trick Room is a legitimate threat. And if I see Mawile on the same team as Porygon 2, Trick Room is more than likely a thing. I will just go on to the next game and then give you my thoughts as I go on. So at this point, we know this is not going on Lumio, so I'll just talk to you guys like the loyal subscribers you guys are. Yeah, so 1841. Our current rating is 1841. Let's see what happens. If we can win the next game. So yeah, the season is ending like tomorrow or maybe tonight. I don't know, but whatever it is, we need to get to 1930 very fast. Our opponent is 1867. I'm gonna write their team down. So they have a Tangrowth. Tangrowth is oh man, Tangrowth is crazy good in the right hands. It is a good thing I have a Reuniclus, so I don't have to worry. However, knockoff plus sleep powder is a thing. So I might have to worry after all. This really stinks. It really, really does. That Metagross, I'm thinking it's going to be a Trick Room Metagross. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's going to be a Trick or Metagross. I just have that feeling because I see a Tangrowth and I see an Azumarill. I think that's a Trick or Metagross. Like Metagross, you don't see Metagross. It's not Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire that you're going to be seeing that monster known as Mega Metagross. There's an Entei on my... Oh, hey, well, alright, that's interesting. There's a Tangrowth. Did I write the Tangrowth? I didn't write the Tangrowth down. Or everything else, I didn't write the Tangrowth down. That's why I should write the teams first, and then I should start talking. If I start talking about the team while writing it down, I don't write the entire team down. Anyway, do I want Rocks up? Offensively, Rocks help. So I might run Rocks just because offensively it's awesome. I don't see why I'd want to lead. Actually, you know what? You know what, guys? Screw everything. I'm leading with Kangaskhan. I don't need Rocks up. I'm going to lead with Kangaskhan. I could put in work versus Tangrowth versus Groudon. versus Hippowdon. When I see Entei and Groudon, I mean, Hippowdon looks like Groudon. Entei is an issue. Very, very large issue, actually. I don't like the issue that is Entei. I will tell you that. And that's what Rocks would be nice for, actually. Like, not gonna lie there. I'm gonna have a Garchomp because it's a nice late game cleaner, and I'm going to have an Azumarill with me because I can set up a Belly Drum and I can wreck House after that. Or maybe not. Maybe I should have used Zapdos. But you know what? Manectric and Zapdos, like, you can see that Zapdos does work versus Tangrowth, Azumarill, and it can do a good job versus Metagross. However, we also see that there's a Mega Manectric, and Mega Manectric is not, it's not a good time. It's really not a good time. Now we see this thing. What is this thing? This thing is this Azumarill. Do I have something in the back for Azumarill? No, I don't. If Azumarill can go down now, it would be nice. I don't want to make any stupid, crazy predictions. Although I feel like the Hippowdon is definitely going to be there. And what am I losing? You know what? I'm going to just Mega Evolve and go for the Ice Beam. I'm going to Mega Evolve and go for the Ice Beam. And we'll see what happens. You know, my prediction might be right on target. And my prediction is right on target. What did you know? Mr. GroudonEmpire knows his crap. He knows how to play this game. Alright, so nice. And the reason I had a feeling to do that is because I actually lost a game earlier where I predicted a Hippowdon and an Azumarill to come, but I didn't bring my Mega Kangaskhan. And that's why I made this prediction. Usually I get freezes from that, but I didn't get a freeze in this case. It is alright because I can use Shadow Ball. This thing is going down no matter what. And you know what's going to be the funniest part about all of this? The funniest part is if Metagross comes in, it's going to take super effective damage. And if something else comes in, it takes neutral damage. Flamethrower does do super effective damage to Tangrowth and Metagross. However, I don't think a Tangrowth would come, so I'm just going to use Shadow Ball because it resists, right? And if the Azumarill comes, it's whatever. I just hope this kills because this is a... we got a crit. Well, crit means it would have killed if it wasn't a crit, so that's nice. It's a Kangaskhan, base 60 special attack. It's not high, so I really need to, like, you know, going for Shadow Ball is risky, but hey, it paid out for us, so it was great, right? I am going to use Seismic Toss on this thing. Rocks aren't set, so it might, well, I don't know. I don't know what it plans on doing, but you know, if I burned this thing, I would be in fantastic shape. But I'm just going to go for the safe Seismic Toss because Hacks is Hacks, alright? I'm not going for Hacks. I am not a Pokemon with Stab, Scald, and I only have that option available, and that's why I do it, so I'm not going to do it. He does go for the Waterfall, which leads me to believe it might be a Bandit. That's not banded damage. If I know my banded damage, that's not banded damage. Yeah, so that's not banded damage, and I was correct. So it was a Citrus Berry after all. Now, I do want to note the fact that Hippowdon is gone. So do I need... let's see the rest of my team. And if I need... Azumarill can handle Entei. Azumarill can handle the Metagross. sorta. Azumarill. Garchomp can handle the Metagross and the Entei. Mega Manectric, the combination of Garchomp and Azumarill should be able to handle that. Tangrowth is a problem. I'm not going to lie about that. But you know what? I'm going to go for the safe Seismic Toss. My opponent can go for an Aqua Jet if they feel like gutsy or whatever. But I'm just going to go for my safe Seismic Toss. And I hope that the Sandstorm still lives. And I hope that my Kangaskhan survives. Unfortunately, the Kangaskhan does not survive. Sandstorm does remain. It's really nice to know. So, do I want to go for an Aqua Jet of my own? That is the real question, guys. Do I go for an Aqua Jet of my own? That, my friends, is the real question. That, my friends, is the real question. Do I go for an Aqua Jet of my own or not? I'm going to do a calc. I'm going to do a quick calc because, I mean, this is dangerous stuff. Azumarill versus Azumarill. Choice Banded. They're both level 50. And I am recording this. I have 20 seconds left. When I'm recording, I can actually see the screen at the same time. Aqua Jet should be able to kill. I'm not completely certain that it will, but it should be able to kill. I'm gonna go for the safe Aqua Jet because let me tell you guys why. If there's a Manectric in the back, then I need my Sash on the Garchomp. That's why. I am gonna go for the safe Aqua Jet. I am faster, so if he decides to go, I don't know. So I do end up killing. That's very nice. It was a roll, or maybe it wasn't. I think it was a roll if I would have killed it or not. So I'm glad that I ended up actually killing it. I need my Sash on the Garchomp so I can actually end up killing Manectric. Right, so this beast is right in front of us. So what I did was my best move in my opinion, because if I lost my Sash, not only would I have lost my Sash, Aqua Jet would do enough chip damage that HP Ice would annihilate Garchomp. That's why I saved the Garchomp, and that's why I brought Garchomp. I didn't bring another Pokemon, I brought the Garchomp, but this game, as you saw, like other opponent Garchomps that I've always been facing, they would save their Focus Sash Garchomp in the end. This game, my Stealth Rock lead Sash Chomp was actually the late game cleaner, and it's awesome. It's actually absolutely beautiful. I am going to go for the Aqua Jet, just so I can get some guaranteed damage off on this Manectric. And then I can just come in with Sash Chomp, and I can just Earthquake for days. Well, not for days, just for seconds. And, yeah, this episode is right about done. Because the game is over. I win. There is no doubt that I will end up winning this. So we go 50-50. One versus a 1900s opponent, which I lost. And then this one where I convincingly win. And there's no Blaziken, so hey. I feel like 1900s and above, Blaziken doesn't put in as much work. But yeah, and also, I didn't make the foolish mistake of bringing the Zapdos just because Tangrowth and Metagross and Azumarill are there. Something many people will make the mistake of doing because, and I'm just going to use Earthquake. I don't want my opponent to just blah blah. Many people make the mistake of end up doing, whoa, well it doesn't matter because I am Sash. Make the mistake of bringing the Zapdos because they see it has so many positive matchups. But really, when you see the Manectric or the Raikou, you have to think 10 times before. In fact, you shouldn't bring the Zapdos if you seriously don't need to. Because Subcombined Raikou is going to set up all over your face. You know, it's going to be bait. You know, you have the Metagross or the Azumarill, then you switch into the Subcombined Raikou and you start setting up in front of the Zapdos. In Manectric's case, you get the Lightning Rod and you start destroying everything. So really, my experience of losing like crazy versus these high-level teams actually helped me to win this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you like this video, click that like button. And if you like the other content on this channel, or you're looking forward to more content like this, especially in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, make sure to subscribe so you know what's going to be popping later on. And yeah, this was GroudonEmpire. Peace out.